Former UFC title challenger Thiago Santos returns to fight fellow Brazilian knockout artist Johnny Walker in the main event at UFC Vegas 38. While in the co-main event, Kevin Holland fights Kyle Dawkins, and you can watch it go down live on ESPN+. So don't wait. Click the link in the description and sign up for ESPN Plus today.
It's guys like this: Nico Price, Cowboy Cerrone, Mike Perry, like those types of guys. For me, I'm tuning in to watch Nick fight every single time, because if you're Nick Diaz and you're fighting guys like that, guys that are good fighters but not in the elite of the elite in the division, you start to feel that confidence and you go out there and you compete against those guys. And listen, you can lose to those guys still. Yeah. But every time you match them up, everybody watching would feel like Nick has a chance in order to win.
I think it's going to be firework, going to be incredible fight. But we never know, both guys, sometimes you put inside the octagon both aggressive guys, and then that time so much respectful. But I think no. I think I want so much to knock him out, and I'm sure he's gonna try to against me. So I'm sure this fight is not gonna be 5 rounds.
What do you think about Johnny as a fighter? I mean, he's a little bit wild and crazy sometimes. So what do you think of his style? Yeah,
he a little bit crazy, but he do good what he does. He have some knockouts, good fights. So I'm prepared. I'm ready for that. I did my camp, so good sparring partners. They did so good job and try to copy him, and I'm ready for everything what he can bring to me.
I improve every skills. Like Kevin is a very smart coach. He don't teach bullshit. He teach things that's gonna work. I improve my wall game, my jiu-jitsu, my box, Muay Thai, wrestling. We train everything there. So I just get another level. My strength conditioning, more responsible, more focus. Just around me, good people that want the same goal. Then you have good examples around, then you want to be example for them as well. So everything's perfectly. Bro, I'm here to take over. I'm going to smash this division. I'm going to own this. This division is my division now. I'm hungry. I'm ready. If before, like the young guy with no experience, I did so much mess it up. Imagine now with focus, the way that I am now, with more experience, I'm a man now. Yeah, I'm not a boy, and I'm going to take over.
My understanding, correct me if I'm wrong, is that the UFC doctor was the one who didn't clear you ultimately, Dr. Davidson. Is that accurate?
Well, my surgeon, that's one. He consults with the UFC doctor, and then they go from there, and he gives him the diagnosis of what he sees from his professional viewpoint. And he tested my strength. This is one test where you put your arm straight down, and he manually tries to break your arm and pull it in. And you're supposed to be able to keep your arm firm. I'm still having some cramping in both triceps. The left one's where most of the damage was from the neck injury. So he still knows that there's a little bit of weakness. He said the strength is definitely almost all the way back, but there's still some weakness. And you could tell that the nerves are still trying to, I don't want to use the wrong term, but regenerate or heal or come back together kind of thing, just from all the trauma that happened with the surgery and all the years of it being pressed on.
Okay. And so ultimately, when was the call made to move on and not have you in this fight? Was it on Saturday?
It was last week, Wednesday. I saw the doctor in LA, and then I spoke to Dr. Davis, the UFC doctor. I don't know if I should be saying his name or not, but I spoke to the UFC doctor and I told him, I was like, give me one more day. Let me see if it was the overtraining that was killing me. I had my best sparring session the very next day where I actually, like I said, I didn't fall over. And that was at Syndicate MMA. I went with one of the guys, Shane Shapiro, amateur fighter. I don't think he made his pro debut yet, but he's very good. Just starting his training camp. So it wasn't like I was going with Marab, who's peaking. I was going with a guy who's kind of like around the same conditioning level that I was at, so I could get an honest opinion of where I am. And even going through that, I was like, yeah, I definitely had a better day. I didn't collapse after doing the 3 rounds where I'm laying on my back and trying to rip the gloves off so I could try to shake my arms out. But I was still pretty tired where I should not be like that with 5.5 weeks out from a fight, you know? So I asked Dr. Davison for that chance to try to save the fight and keep it together. And just based on that, I was like, I just don't think I'm gonna be able to get my body right to do 5 rounds, a possible 5 rounds with Peter Yan, you know? So.
I'm not an Aljamain. Aljamain is great. Not here to do that at all. And he pulled out of that fight. Well, he delayed the fight because he needed to have surgery, and that's a legitimate thing. I had the same surgery myself, so God bless him. I think from what I'm hearing is that he's just not ready. He hasn't recovered like he should have done. And then I saw a post today. Someone said apparently it's not even Aljamain. Apparently the doctors haven't cleared him. You can easily get your doctor to say that if you want. But hey, you can. If it's your doctor, can you just say that I'm not ready? Yeah, he's not ready. He's not ready. He's not. And I don't think he is. So it's a shame. It's a shame for Al. But the problem was Piotr Yan called it. Piotr Yan said on Twitter a few months ago, he said, I guarantee you pull out. I guarantee you pull out the fight and you don't make it to Abu Dhabi. And of course he hasn't. So it's giving Piotr Yan an absolute field day.
Estica o joelho, dá essa extensão, vai.
Rap sheet, man. Like, there's been so many different things that have happened. But when you look at Jon Jones, the fighter, he's great. I mean, I've never been in there with anyone more talented. He's so smart. He can game plan. He can do things in a way that nobody else can. But it seems like outside, there is just no control. Comes from a great family. Mm-hmm. I mean, his dad used to tell me stories about watching me wrestle whenever Jon was a kid. It's on him, though, to get better. And I think Dana said something so smart and so, like, telling the other day. When he said, he's not even disappointed anymore. It becomes the expectation.
What was your reaction when you first got the news that there had been another incident?
It's like it's not even shocking anymore. It's when we bring him here, it's almost expected. You know, you can't even get him in Las Vegas for less than 12 hours to induct him into the Hall of Fame. It's a problem. You know,
Ryan, when bad behavior becomes the expectation, that should be the biggest wake-up call for you to get it together, because there's no more disappointment. Yeah. So you got to get it right. So if there's a message for me, I take no pride in Jones being where he is today, and he's in the stuff right now. What I say to that man is just get it right, man. You got to find a way, RC, to just try to get it right, because it ain't even about the fight career right now. He's obviously made a ton of money because he goes away for so long. It's about getting the life right so that you can be the role model you need to be for those 3 young girls that he has, those beautiful daughters that he's raising. Yeah. So you got to get it right. So if there's a message for me, I take no pride in Jones being where he is today, and he's in the stuff right now. What I say to that man is just get it right, man. You got to find a way, RC, to just try to get it right.
And just look how happy he is.